Board is currently in a battle with Boeing over a newly opened plant expected to create thousands of jobs in South Carolina, which is a right-to-work state, as opposed to in Washington, where Boeing has other operations. That's not a right-to-work state. Now, attorneys general from 15 states are standing behind South Carolina, saying the NLRB's lawsuit could stifle job creation and economic opportunities in all states. South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson joins us now live to talk about the showdown. Well, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
How does this fight with the NLRB and Boeing go far beyond just South Carolina?
Well, first off, it goes far beyond South Carolina because it's becoming a model for what this administration is doing. What you have here is you have a company in a union state like Washington State that, for a multitude of reasons, is trying to expand its operations to other states. It came to South Carolina. What's going to happen is that other businesses abroad and within the continental United States are watching what's going on. And they're seeing that if you're in a right-to-work state and you want to expand, then they're going to be afraid to because of repercussions by the NLRB. If you're also in a right-to-work state or you're abroad and you want to go to a union state, you're going to think twice before you ever touch down in a union state. This is going to kill the ability for businesses to create jobs and to promote economic recovery throughout our country. I'm afraid that companies like Boeing and even smaller are not only going to be afraid to go to union states, they're going to be afraid to stay in the United States, and they're going to go abroad. And that's my greatest concern.
And of course, the allegations by the NLRB are that Boeing had operations in Washington State, that workers there had been on strike, and as retaliation, they then located this new operation in South Carolina. That goes to the first level of a hearing before administrative law judge this week. And meanwhile, the plant has opened successfully in South Carolina. How do you think this will go before that judge, and any chance they could actually at some point shut down that brand new facility in South Carolina?
They're not going to shut down that facility in Charleston, South Carolina. It's going to be here for generations to come. And back to your earlier point about the NLRB claiming that Boeing retaliated against the union in Washington State. Since the announcement that Boeing was going to open a plant in Charleston, South Carolina, Boeing has actually created 2,000 new jobs in Washington State. They've actually added jobs in that state. So it's kind of hard to say you're retaliating against a union when you create 2,000 members to their role. Ironically, there were union members at Vault Aircraft in North Charleston. This is a company that Boeing bought when it expanded to Charleston, South Carolina. Those employees voted to decertify their union membership. So I wonder if the NLRB and the unions are not retaliating against those former union members in South Carolina.
What do you think is the ultimate outcome of this case? We know, it could end up in the federal court system. How do you think it'll be ultimately resolved?
NLRB loses, South Carolina, Boeing, and people who favor job creation will win.
All right, South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson, we know there is a long fight ahead. Congratulations on the new plant there in South Carolina. We know it means a lot for folks across the board at a time when they need jobs. We'll watch and see how it plays out. Thank you for your time.